it was Mike Tyson that said, everyone has a plan until you get hit in the mouth. Everyone's got a great idea. Everyone's got something that they're planning to do. And then life comes along and hits them in the mouth. And then boom, it all falls apart. The moment you get knocked down, then you just give up. You decide, well, I guess that wasn't meant for me. If you want to be a winner, if you want to succeed, then you have to have the mindset that nothing is going to hold you back from succeeding. There can be no plan B. Look, if you want to take the island, then you have to burn the boats. Think about that. If your goal is to take the island, then burn the boats. So there is no going back. At the first sign of resistance, a challenge, a small failure, a big failure, something negative, immediately you retreat back to the boat. That's plan B. Well, if you give your mind an escape opportunity, it will default to that. The moment something tough happens in your life, if you allow yourself a plan B or an escape, then immediately the first sign of resistance, that little puff of smoke that comes up from your adversary, and boom, you're back in the boat, heading back out to sea. No, burn the boat. There's only one plan, and that is plan A. You will succeed at all costs. It may not be easy. Remember, in Normandy, when the Allied soldiers invaded to take back the countries that the Nazis had taken during World War II, that beachhead was bloody and a terrible battle. But those soldiers kept pushing forward. They did not have the plan B. Their goal was to take the beach. You, in your life, take the beach. Burn the boat. No plan B, no going back, only pushing forward. If that is your sense, and if that is your persona, and if you can ingrain that into yourself, nothing is going to hold you back from succeeding. Nothing. Second place is first place for the losers. Don't settle for second place. You weren't put on this earth to be second place. You were meant to be first. You were meant to succeed. So quit settling for less. You see, that's our problem. We settle for less. We think that success and greatness were meant for a few. The power of God is given to all men. In St. Luke, it says it's not to few men, not to just a few, talented or gifted ones, but to all men. All men, women, mankind have the ability to be successful. Why do only a few ever achieve it? It's because those few understand and are willing to put forth the work. You see, skill is learned by beating on your craft day in and day out. Talent comes to a few, but skill is learned. When we see great athletes, in a World Series or a professional game or at the Pro Bowl or Super Bowl or whatever it is, and we say, oh my word, they're so talented, they're so wonderful, oh how lucky they are. What we don't see is the early morning practices, the miles and miles of running, the not going out with their friends, but actually working on their skills. We don't see the hours and hours and hours of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into making them into the athletes or the superstars that they are. We just think, oh my gosh, they were born that way. No, they were born with a certain set of skills, but most importantly, they were born with a driving desire to be successful. And they did not let anything hold them back. Great people in life, those that we put up on a pedestal as those wonderful, great examples out there, are those that work, that have a work ethic. Do your actions say champion, or do your actions say second place? Stop talking about your goals and desires. Don't you get tired of people keep talking about things, what they're going to do? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Stop talking and start doing. Let your actions speak volumes of your character. Remember, your success is never an accident.